Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about living or staying in Thailand long term without ever working here. And the new DTV visa might be one of the smartest moves you can make. So in today's video, I'm going to share why I personally chose the DTV visa, how I'll extend it, my tax strategy for staying under 6 months, and the benefits of keeping a condo in Thailand while traveling around Asia, Africa, Europe, or anywhere for that matter. Stick around for today's video. Alright guys, so why did I choose the DTV visa? Now I went back and forth on this for quite a while, and after a trip to immigration just last week, and I'll explain that process real quick. By the way, you get, when you arrive here in Thailand on a tourist visa, you get 60 days upon arrival for most nationalities, and you can extend out another 30 days. You can do that once you've been in country at least 15 days. So what I did is I went down to immigration, and it was an all-day event. It was certainly easier in the Philippines, I can tell you that. But I went down, and you actually pay like right at immigration. It's in the mall there on the top floor. Pay somebody like 100 baht, and they fill out all your paperwork for you. You don't even have to fill it out for the 100 baht, which is easier. And you pay another like 50 baht for a passport-like photo that they put on your application. And then you go and stand in line, and you get a ticket, and then you wait to be called into the immigration office. They stamp it. You're good for the 30-day extension. And then you have 90 days on a tourist visa in Thailand. Now, the way it works is you can leave Thailand, come back in, and do basically the same process again. Get 60 days upon arrival, extend another 30, and that gives you basically 180 days per year. Now, that is what they say before they start questioning you and saying, why are you staying here so long? Why aren't you on a permanent visa, education, retirement, DTV, what have you? But at immigration, I talked to a lot of people. Some guy who was on his 7th tourist 90 days, which is crazy, and I won't recommend that, but I'm saying it's still happening now. So are they cracking down? It seems to be, but he says he gets pulled aside every time, and he just says he's visiting his girlfriend. His girlfriend lives here, and he just comes and visits her. So I don't know. I'm not recommending that, but I'm saying it still happens here. Anyway, after talking to immigration and telling them about my situation and, you know, how I do YouTube and I still travel a lot and all of this, they recommend that I get on the DTV visa. And there are some benefits to it, and I'm going to go through that with you in today's video. It's basically, the DTV visa is perfect for like digital nomads or guys like me, maybe semi-retirees or slow travelers who want flexibility without committing to a full retirement visa or an expensive elite visa, or even sign up for an education visa where you got to be in classes every week. That just didn't work for me. It gives you 180 days to stay in Thailand, and it's extendable by another 180 days. So essentially you can stay up to a full year if you want. You do have to leave within every 6 months, and then you can come back in and you get another 6 months. What I like most is you don't have to show a massive income or Thai money up in a Thai bank account. It's simple, it's affordable, and made for people who want to spend part of the year in Thailand and part traveling elsewhere, which is me. So, number 2, my visa extension process. Once I leave here in December, that's when my tourist visa will end for the 90 days. I will apply for the DTV visa. You have to do that out of country. Once I get it approved, I'll plan out my extension strategy pretty early on what I'm going to do. Around month 5, I'll visit the local immigration office to apply for the 180-day extension. It's pretty straightforward, but you'll need to show proof of accommodation, a few supporting documents, and pay a small fee. And the key is basically to stay organized and plan your travel days carefully so you don't overstay. Thailand immigration is strict, but pretty fair when you follow the rules. And so number 3, how do I avoid double taxation? Because in Thailand, if you're making income, I don't quote me on this, but I believe if it's coming from a pension or a Social Security or something like that, then I don't believe you have to pay taxes on it. This is kind of where it gets interesting here, the tax side. By keeping my stays in Thailand under 183 days a year, I'm not considered a tax resident here. That means I'm not legally obligated to pay Thai income tax on foreign income. It's kind of a common strategy for digital nomads and semi-retired expats who move around Southeast Asia or elsewhere. Live part of the year in Thailand, part in the Philippines, part in Vietnam, part in Kenya, part in Malaysia, part in Europe, it really doesn't matter where, or elsewhere, and then stay flexible with finances. And it's not really, again, it's not about evading taxes. It's about legally structuring your lifestyle to keep your freedom and maximize what you earn. And I think it just makes the most sense, to be honest. And then so a lot of people are asking, why are you keeping a condo? If you're only going to be in Thailand 6 months out of the year, why are you going to keep a condo? Even though I'm going to be traveling, I'm keeping my condo in Bangkok, and here's why. The reason is pretty simple, and that is Thailand gives you a good base. It's easy international flights out of Bangkok. You got 2 major international airports here. A lot of direct flights going everywhere. It's got fast internet, affordable healthcare, and honestly, access to world-class food and entertainment here. I mean, it's by far the best I've seen in Southeast Asia. So having a condo here, it just means that I can always return, unpack, and I feel at home between trips, which is important for me. Plus, property rental prices here, they're still a lot lower than most Western cities, and it's a smart long-term lifestyle move. So what's the big picture? What is my lifestyle strategy? Well, this setup, the DTV visa, strategic travel under 6 months, and keeping a base here lets me live freely between countries, avoid unnecessary taxes, and keep my options wide open. I call it the freedom lifestyle blueprint. Part residency, part adventure, and total flexibility. All right, guys, so I just want to wrap it up by telling you that I went back and forth on this. At first I was like, well, I could just do the tourist visa 6 months out of the year and then come back and be gone 6 months out of the year. But I really didn't want to be pressured like when I can't come and with 60 days upon arrival and having to extend the visa another 30 and timing it within the calendar year and all of that. I wanted to be legal. And then I thought about the retirement visa, and I was like, well, I could put the 800,000 baht in the bank account here, but that's 800,000 I'm taking away from earning dividends or earning interest or what have you. And then I said, you know what? The DTV visa might work for me. And is this going to be a permanent thing for the DT visa? I might only do this 1 year. And this is going to be next year, by the way, because in December I'll go to Cambodia, and that's where I'm going to start planning out this whole DTV visa and applying and all that. And then I probably will head over to Kenya in January. I'll have an Indonesia trip after that. I'll have a trip back to the US in the summer. So, I have all kinds of trips planned. And I started thinking about, okay, I've got all these trips planned. It really just does make sense not to do a retiree visa at least this first year or the next year. And I'll reevaluate again once that year is up. But the good thing about the DTV visa is it's good for 5 years as well. So it just makes a lot of sense in a lot of different ways. And I also went back and forth about keeping a home base. Is it worth it? Now, I would say if you're going to be here 6 months total, like 6 months in a row, and then gone completely for 6 months in a row, then maybe it wouldn't be worth keeping a home base. But that's not the case for me. I might be gone 2 months, come back, and then be here for another 2 months. And then I might leave again for 3 months and come back for 1 month. I want a place that I can come back to that's home. unpack my bags, kick my feet up, and feel like I'm home. Yeah, I am losing some money by maintaining a home base like this and maintaining a condo, but in the long run, it's really not that expensive. So this is what I'll do next year. I've made my decision. The DTV visa is what I will be doing, and I will continue my slow travel throughout Southeast Asia, Africa, probably Europe as well. I plan a trip on Italy, maybe even Portugal or something, Spain, I don't know. Albania, Croatia, I mean, really the world's my oyster. I just will go wherever, and that was part of the reason I wanted the channel name from Geo in the Philippines to Geo on the Go. So I'm no longer tied to any one particular country. I really can just vlog about my life living overseas and always on the go. And that is the reason. So anyway, questions, comments, guys, comment down below. And guys, if you're considering the DTV visa or you're planning to live part-time in Thailand, then this lifestyle might be the perfect fit for you. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and share this video if you find it useful. And maybe consider the DTV visa for managing your stay legally and avoid the taxes if you're not going to want to be here full-time. And if you're looking forward to travel throughout Southeast Asia. So again, questions, comments, let me know down below your thoughts and opinions, and I will see everyone in the next video. Ciao.
Away from us, away from us.